Alright guys, welcome to this section. On this section, we are going to be covering another video case study on how to add watermark and captions. It could be any format of video. The essence of watermark or what watermark represents is just like a badge or a logo or a mark on your video so that it will tell the ownership of the video. So that if somebody takes your video and the watermark is on it, it's very obvious that that's your video, right? That's the essence of watermark at times. Then the captions now are write-ups. When you're watching a video, you'll be hearing people speak and you'll be reading their captions on the video. That's what captions are. So that's what we're going to cover on this video. So now let me play this video so that you get to see it.
What if you could make 100K more?
Can you see? Now,
What if you could?
can you see the caption? So the caption added is exactly what we are referring to, right? So this video have been edited and good to go, right? Good to go. Then we needed to add caption and you could see caption. Now, if I want to add a watermark to this video now to say this video is mine, I can decide to maybe put a logo, I can decide to put a write-up or anything I want to do. So how do I get started? I will click on, if it's a write-up, I'll just click on text. I'll just click on text, click on add text. Then I'll type what I want to type, maybe Oro Edwin Agi, right? Then on this template, I'm not going to select any of these templates. I'm not going to select anyone. So I'll click on this off. I'll click on off. Okay, sorry, that's not it. I think where is this preset? Okay, let me unzoom it a little. Let me reduce it to a better size. Can you see? I can decide to use this as my watermark or maybe a logo. I can add this, maybe add it this way, depend on how you want to do it. Some persons do this at times just to ensure ownership of the video, right? Then I can equally put this to the bottom. Then now I will drag it to the end of the video so that it will show from beginning to the end, right? Then the next thing I may want to do is I may want to maybe reduce it. I may want to reduce the opacity. So on still on the text, I'll double tap it. On these animations, I can just put a loop to so that it will be dancing.
What if you could make 100K monthly?
Right. Then still on the text, I can equally uh, do some other format of style. Like this style, I'll click on a style. I'll click on styles. I'll come down to where there's opacity. Then I'll reduce it. Can you see? Then the size of the stroke, I'll just reduce the size of the stroke. Can you see? Something is on it, but if you're not careful, you don't know. So this can be my watermark, and I'll just leave it on the video.
What if you could make 100K monthly?
Can you see? Or I can decide to maybe a logo. I can decide to add a logo as my watermark. If I want to add a logo as my watermark, what I will need to do is I'll just go to overlay, right? Click on add overlay. I'll select the logo I want to use. I'll go down to where the logo is. So you must have the logo first before you go ahead with this very one. So let's assume, let's just pick anything here as a logo. Let me just pick anything here as a logo. Let me just pick this, add it. Then maybe let me do some transformation so that I'll just pick something from there. Let me crop it so that it will pick only this part. Maybe I can just pick this part and use. Okay, so I can just pick, I may just want to pick this part, then add it at the top there. If that's my logo, I can decide to just keep it there, just for the fact that this is my content, right? I can do it that way. Then ensure that it stays from the beginning to the end of the video. That's like adding a watermark to it, right? So if I play it
What
now,
if you could
you
make
see
100?
the icon is appearing. So that's how to add watermark, which could be in form of text or audio. Now, the next thing is what caption. How do you add captions to your videos, right? You can see there are captions on these videos already. So what I will do now is I'm going to hide them or I'm going to delete them. I'm going to hide them or delete them so that we can do fresh ones, right? So that we can do fresh ones. So you may not necessarily do captions for your tutorials. It may be maybe some marketing videos or some informative videos where you just want to talk about something and you want people to. You may not necessarily record a course and add captions to it. But if you can do that and maybe you have the time, you can go ahead because video editing is actually very stressful too. It takes time, right? Even though this is just basic self, it still takes time. So now how would I do it? I'll just click on either I will add text manually, which is going to be stressful, or I will add auto captions. So I'm going to select auto captions. So I'll click on auto captions. Then I'll allow video because I want to capture the video. Then I'll select the different or the display of the write up, how I want the write up to display. If it's this one I want, I'll just click on this one. Then I'll click on generate. So it will start generating, you give it some time to start generating. Once it's done generating, the caption will be added to the video. But then there are going to be errors, so you need to edit them manually. So if I start playing now, you're going to see the captions.
What if you could make 100K
Can you see?
monthly?
So now I can decide to edit it. So what if you could make 100K and you could see it wrote 100 and K. So I can edit it and change that 100K to 100K so that it will give me what I want. And to do that, I'll just click on, I'll double tap it, double tap on the text. What's happening? I'll double tap on the text or I'll click on this edit captions or whatever. So I'll click on this, double tap it 2 times. You can see I'll just erase it, change it to 100K. 100K. What if you could make 100K? Can you see? Then on the styles, I can add a background to it so that it will display. I can add a background, maybe a white background or something that's very visible that people could see, right? Can you see this? I can do it this way. Then maybe uh, take this make down a bit. Okay, this is not working. No, no. Okay, let me leave it the way it is. Let me leave it. Now let's play it so that we'll see.
What if you could make 100K?
Can you see? So once you are done with that, you can see the next one is mountain. You can see what it's written, which is not correct. So you pay attention to it, edit them, edit them, edit them to make sure the wordings are correct, right? The wordings are correct because the AI have been able to fix them according to the voice. So they are well arranged. The arrangement is in alignment with the video. So you just check them out, listen to it, ensure everything is in place and you are good to go, right? You are good to go. Let
Monthly.
me let me take
From
it back to how it was. Let me take it back. I'm trying to undo it to where it was, right? So at the end of the video,
if you're interested,
you have everything you want and you are good to go. You click on export, then you export. Your video will be ready and you'll be able to share it, right? So on the next video, it's going to be uh, a case study where we may just pick a video, random video, or just pick any video and edit from trimming to maybe little of color grading, down to adding captions and adding some elements, right? That's what we are going to do on the next video.